Good morning, Journey Squad. How's everybody doing? Today I'm here to do the general collective for the 7-day energy spread. So let me just get this started. Shuffle a couple more times because I've been shuffling offline to not hold you guys, hopefully for another half an hour. But I don't want to rush this process, so let's get it. I'll be using the Witch's Tarot for this 7-day read. Yeah. Let's see what Tarot has in store for the energies for the next 7 days for the collective out there, and to in which it may resonate. Overall theme and energy for the next 7 days is the Star in the reverse. Could be possible with this Star in the reverse energy, y'all. Y'all see that, right? It could simply be possible that you're not losing faith and hope within yourselves, but a lot of you are waking up to the cause, and y'all coming to understand one thing: that whatever you believed in and had hope and faith in within certain situations and connections that kept you tied and bound to it, you starting to detach yourself and lose faith and hope in those situations that are not allowing you to grow as an individual. Tarot, I ask that you show me a 7-day spread that will provide the collective with truth, clarity, and understanding in order for them to move forward throughout their days with a promise of new hope and freedom from within, so they can align themselves with what the universe has to offer them and be able to receive it without resisting the change. I thank you in advance for the messages. Put the deck right here. I'm going to pick from the top. Sunday, 5 of Swords energy, y'all. It's real simple. Look at that. The overall theme is the Star in the reverse. Whatever wish fulfillment that a lot of you in the collective could have been holding on to mentally and emotionally with the 5 of Swords energy, either you out there in the collective have been manipulating yourself into believing that just holding on a little bit longer, things will get better and come into alignment to work in your favor. But many of you out there also are coming to an understanding that despite losing faith and hope in connections that you thought once was for your highest good, you're not losing that hope and faith within yourself to let whatever wishes and dreams and desires that you want to transpire in your life to occur and take place. But it's going to take a lot of mental stability in order to get to a better understanding that no matter who you encounter in your world, moving forward, this is the energy for Sunday, y'all. 5 of Swords. Swords represent your thoughts. Be mindful of your thoughts, because what you think and what you speak out into the universe, this world is a living organism, just as we are a living organism and a living being. And whatever is spoken into us, we can manifest it for our highest good, or we can lose hope for what's not good for us. 5 of Swords can also represent someone that you're in a connection with that will want to win at any cost necessary just to come out the bigger person in the argument, disagreement, whatever. If y'all not seeing eye to eye, you're not on the same page. But at the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself one important question: is it worth it to keep yourself in a mental strangulation prison with another individual and lose sight and focus on the main prize, which is holding yourself together and keeping hope and faith within you, that no matter who comes and goes within your life, it was all meant for a divine higher purpose, to teach you how to release yourself and free yourself from energies and people and things that are not going to be beneficial and conducive to your emotional mental stability moving forward. Four of Pentacles in the reverse, y'all. Need I say more? Whatever it is that you've been holding on to for dear life, with the star energy in the reverse, it's simply telling me that a lot of you in the collective, moving towards Monday's energy, y'all gonna come to that epiphany within yourselves. No one's gonna have to do it for you, because mentally, y'all telling yourselves the truth. Physically, you know the truth. The longer you hold on to a connection that is not doing anything beneficial for you, but only severing your opportunities and chances to revise the person and the divine spirit within yourself, it's time to let go of those energies that are keeping you in a stagnated type of mode where you feel the only way to win is to keep fighting a battle that is not yours to win. Release it and let go. Whatever you're trying to obtain in connections where you think it's going to be financially abundant for you, or you could be holding on to your financial abundance. But since it's in the reverse, a lot of you in the collective, you're understanding one thing. It doesn't matter how much money in the world a person has that has to offer you. If they're not emotionally invested, if they're all about winning at all games, and it doesn't matter what you've been holding on to. It's time to let it go and focus on you, the ultimate prize, freedom. Moving into Tuesday's energy. Yeah, High Priestess in the reverse. High Priestess in the reverse is ultimately not listening to your intuition, not listening to the call that the universe is literally displaying to many of you out there in the collective, that whatever Five of Swords energy on Sunday you're going to be entertaining or encountering or even manifesting within yourself, the truth of the matter is, come Tuesday, this High Priestess energy in the reverse, whatever secrets, whatever you've been refusing to let go of, but are slowly coming into that energy on Monday, Tuesday, the secret is going to be revealed as to what it is that you actually need to do in order to fully release and regain that hope and strength and stability within you. You can't run from you. Every day you wake up, you got to look in the mirror and you got to see the truth for what it is. Mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever it is that you out there in the collective or that is trying to avoid due to that Five of Swords energy of being mentally and emotionally manipulated to the point where you can't even understand what is truth and what is lies anymore. Know one thing. If you feel you're losing faith and hope in a connection that is not serving you, that's your intuition trying to talk to you, to give you the strength to let go, release. Stop holding on tight to connections that are not meant for you in the long term. Alright, guys? Moving on into Wednesday. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yes. Yeah. Y'all might be a little stubborn out there, collective. Journey Squad, no offense, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep it real with y'all. That high priestess, you know what I'm saying? Not being willing to face them secrets within yourself. Y'all know one thing. Soon as y'all start releasing them pentacles within the connection that is only causing you confusion, manipulation, and even lying to yourself, and you finding yourself in a state where, you know, the connections you're in, the other person is willing to cause you harm long term, y'all gonna stop putting any work and effort into the connections. Losing faith and hope in connections that are not serving you. And Eight of Pentacles here reaffirming the overall theme for this week coming up, y'all. Y'all gotta stop investing in things that are not investing in you. That's why when you don't follow your intuition, you don't listen to the call, you don't be mindful and pay attention to what the universe is trying to dish at you. This is the ultimate energy that's going to continue to linger deep down inside of you, in which you will continue to hide from the outside world because you consider being used and manipulated and mind fucked as a secret, that you don't want no one to know your vulnerabilities. But the only vulnerability I see here is holding on to a connection that ain't holding on to you. Let's get it, y'all. That's Wednesday. What's going on Thursday? Yeah. Eight of Swords in the upright. It's understandable. Life is about, up and down. Emotionally, it's a struggle. It's a struggle to release the mental swords from within our own mind collective. But take heed and take notice. That high priestess in the reverse is in the middle of the week. Going towards the middle of the week. You got the Eight of Pentacles. No longer willing to invest. So what is keeping you stressed out mentally and emotionally? I'll tell you what's keeping y'all stressed out mentally and emotionally. The mind fuckery that has been placed within your subconscious. Giving you the impression that you can't live without a certain person, connection, place, or thing. But trust me, the moment you believe that you need another person in your presence in order to make you feel whole and complete, that's when ultimately you lose faith and hope in yourself, collective. Let's just get gutty and raw about this, y'all. We're moving on into March. Springtime about to bloom. It's time to cut out the weeds, y'all. Cut out the weeds. Stop investing in dead crops. Feel me? Friday. Look at what we got here. The world. In the reverse. Okay. It might be some little setbacks headed in your direction, collective, but know one thing. That high priestess in the reverse is there to guide you and to protect you from continuing to place harm upon yourself by believing in the bullshit that you surround yourself with in everyday life. It's putting you in an energy of losing hope and faith, not only in the situations and altercations you've been encountering due to the Five of Swords energy, meaning that whatever you involve yourself with, they're keeping you in a state of illusions and a state of delusions where you're not able to see what the world is trying to teach you. The world is a karmic lesson. And as the world turns, so does the lesson continues. Until you finally come to an understanding within yourself that despite whatever elements you're entertaining within your world, the ultimate element that you have to entertain is the divine light and source that dwells within inside you. To have that strength and courage to come up out of this Eight of Swords energy and start cutting those weeds from the main source, which is you, your mind collective. What you think, you become. What you believe will continue until you take the initiative by going within and actually start listening to your higher self and stop refusing to see the truth, know the truth, and believe in the truth. That whatever you've been investing in has not been invested in you. Has only been putting you in a state of confusion with this Five of Swords energy. Complicating your change and your process to move forward in your life. To know what's good for you, you hold on to, and what's not good for you, you'll drop it. But until that lesson is learned, collective, many of you out there, y'all gonna still be in this cycle of self-abuse. It may seem harsh, but it's a reality. And as many of you know, out there in this world, mental illness is real, but sometimes we can manifest our own mental illness through our thinking process and believing in situations that are actually there to help us to see that what we're investing in is not investing in us. And we have to drop those mental anxiety and swords and move forward in our process with or without that individual. Star in the reverse says it all. Moving on into Saturday's energy. The sun in the reverse. We was doing so good the past week, but it's okay. It's about finding that inner peace and balance within whom you used to be. Going back to your childhood memories and finding that passion and drive, that what once made you happy. Start investing in those memories and thoughts and recreate your mind frame to the point where whatever's keeping you in an unhappy state of mind, know one thing: happiness comes from within. It can't come from anyone else but yourself, collective. And despite feeling like you're losing faith in people, places, and things all around you, never lose hope and faith in yourself. What should you avoid during this next week? Oh, this is like perfect, y'all. You should avoid false ass connections that want to come in and present to you a page of cups. But ultimately, that cup is empty, and it ain't nothing filled but with more drama and headaches. So moving forward for the next week, be mindful that you have to not only release those Four of Pentacles and stop investing in connections that ain't serving you, but look at what Spirit wants you to avoid. Wants you to avoid future connections in which people come with their representative and show you and sell you a lie and a dream based on a hope shot that you're not aware and awoke and listening to your intuition, collective, and that you'll be afraid to release whatever they try to embed within your mind to put you in the wrong state of mind, to invest in a false pretense of a page of cups that is empty to begin with. And that's the lesson moving forward for the next 7 days, is that no matter what people come at you with, the happiness you seek is inside of you, collective. What you need to focus on for this week is taking action and communicating, setting boundaries, letting people know at the door that you ain't about this life. You ain't about the drama. You ain't about people trying to come, use, and abuse you based on your vulnerabilities and past experiences. That's why you got to be very careful, collective, how much information you share with people that come knocking at your door, wanting to be a great pretender and show you that it's okay for you to hold on to a connection that is ultimately going to end in fighting at all costs, mentally, emotionally, put you in a state of entrapment. And it was all based on false hopes, lies, manipulations. Because the Page of Cups in the reverse, there's no love in this energy card. Whatever you're trying to encounter, or whatever you're seeking, or whatever that person or connection that you're going to encounter during the next 7 days, be mindful. You need to avoid these young ass energies out there that want to sell you a hope shot based on false pretenses. That's why a lot of you out there is losing faith and hope and connections with people and relationships, because it always ends in a bad, fucked up situation mentally and emotionally for you. Avoid the Page of Cups in the reverse, y'all. Get your mind right. Be the bigger person. Don't manipulate the situation. Just walk away. Start listening to that intuition, that little inner nagging, knowing feeling that you hear telling you this ain't a good idea. Let go of any thoughts and preconceived notions that you think that if you just put in a little bit of hard work, that the connection might blossom and bloom into something. It takes time to get to know an individual. But the first and foremost individual that you got to get to know is yourself. Reinvest in getting to know who you are, collective. That way when a Page of Cups does try to encounter you, you already learned the lessons from within to know one thing. You can spot the bullshit coming from a mile away. And you'll be able to articulate that in the proper fashion. And take the right actions to communicate effectively towards people and connections that are not doing anything that's going to serve your highest good. Because when it's all said and done, the ultimate wish fulfillment is the ones we give ourselves by recycling the old and brandishing a new hope and dream within our own destiny. And you don't need another person to push you and propel you into your future. Just make a commitment and be faithful to thy own self. And watch the universe send you stars from the heaven above that you ain't even have to ask for, because that's what the universe does. It moves swiftly and it takes actions based on your receptive abilities to be able to receive the truth by going within and listening to that high priestess. Let's get a fairy oracle wisdom for this 7-day energy read. And I'm going to let y'all go. Alright, collective. Feel me, y'all? Just trust and believe in yourself, y'all. Because at the end of the day, man will fail you, but the divine spirit and the God that you believe in that wakes you up every day will never fail you. And that's the hope shot within yourself, to know that a brighter and better day is just around the corner. You just got to take action to go find it. Ooh. Goodness. Here we got the card called Adoration. Adoration, y'all. I want to know what that is too. Adoration, number 27. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment, y'all. Don't lose hope and faith in that. Who do the angels and the elements adore? Who do they serve joyously and tirelessly? You. They know of the great work that you are here to do on earth, and they do their very best to aid you in your work. They watch out for you. They whisper answers in your ear. High Priestess in the reverse. They help heal you when you are ill and comfort you when you are sad. Sun in reverse. You gotta go within, y'all. Because of them, you are never alone. They are always at your beckoning. Family members or friends who have passed on help in these capacities too. If you become quiet, they will give you a signal with which to identify them. It could be a feeling in the forehead, a gentle wisp in your hair, a sense of a hand on your shoulder. You can always call them to you by just doing so. They will come. This card reminds you that your helping beings are thinking of you. It can also be telling you that you have an admirer on the earth plane too. If you do not know who it is, ask the angels and the elements to tell you. Remember that you are adorable. Always be yourself and know that it is good enough. Others will love you for who you are, not for who you might think you should be. Recognize your incredible uniqueness in this world. There is no other like you. There is no other person who can fulfill your destiny on earth. Adore yourself. And stay away from that Page of Cups in reverse, y'all. I rejoice in my divine nature. I am unique unto myself. I have come to earth to fulfill a destiny that no one else can fulfill. To do a job that no one else can do. I love myself completely on all levels. So be it. Ring a bell for an angel today. Go within. Listen to your higher self. And start taking that action with the 8 of Wands energy. And ask and you shall receive. All you got to do is ask the universe to guide the way with this star in the reverse. You are adorable. Don't lose faith and hope in yourself, collective. It's been real. I look forward to doing the daily energies to see if anything shifts or changes throughout the next 7 days. But this is an overall general energy for the collective out there that might resonate with it and can take action moving forward based on who they believe they really are and not what people tell them they should be. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, collective, it's all about you, kid. Let's get it.